The movie opens with a man named Kabir and his son Dhruv waiting to pick up their daughter Janhvi. Janhvi asks her dad if she can go on a trip with his college friends, but he says no. They argue about it for a bit. When they get home, Janhvi keeps pushing her dad to let her go on the trip, and eventually, he agrees. They head to their farmhouse for some family time. On the way, they stop for a rest and some food. Kabir wants to buy a special tea token, but he doesn't have any change to exchange for it. He cancels the purchase, but then a kind stranger shares his tea with Kabir and even offers to join them. The stranger introduces himself, and they chat about their families. Janhvi can't eat the food because it has too much butter, so the stranger trades her food for a sweet called a laddu. Janhvi eats the laddu and feels a bit off afterward. She wants to leave, so they head to the car. Janhvi waits inside while her dad pays the bill. That's when the stranger appears again, offering her a pack of biscuits. But she accepted it, don't know why. And man also tells to eat properly when she reached the home. They reached home, and Janhvi eats all biscuits at all, and that they start fun on swimming pool after that. Janhvi's mother noticed that man again in their gates. She feels weird and tells Kabir that when they ask to that man, he replied that he's trying to call his daughter, but better he dead. And what a coincidence they meet again. He wants to charge his mobile phone. They dried their cloths and offers that man tea. Then Kabir's wife says it's not coincidence how he knows that we are here. Then Kabir says you take an eye on valuable items, and I talk to him. After that, Janhvi meets him and starts talking to him about his boyfriend and her trip plan. Then the man says that you are not going anywhere you are going with me, and asks to say okay. But her little brother interfere again and again. So the man says, Janhvi, go play with him until he don't want to play with you anymore. She goes outside, and then the two swings start swinging heavily before the parent comes out and calling to stop, but she doesn't stop before that man ordered her. Then she says sorry to her brother and parents. During their conversation, the man says this isn't their fault, is the parents. So Kabir says don't interfere in our family matter. By the way, you should leave now, and forced him to leave. While he started pushing that man out from the house, Janhvi interfere and push his father back, and Saya's uncle staying here. The star's laughing and starts ordering Janhvi to some weird things like different types of laughing, sitting down, also break all mobile phones and cut telephone lines. Also, Janhvi hates tea, so he ordered to eat the tea powder, and while his father trying to stop her, she slapped his father. Then he asked that man what you done to my daughter in Furious. Man replied that this is called black magic. She is in under my spell. Also tells that he wants to the girl take out with him with the parents' permission. This cows Kabir furious and starts beating that man, and he ordered to hurt Dhruv, so she does. Dhruv start bleeding suddenly. Doorbell rings and police entered the house. Police seems everything is simple and normal, and police ask that who called me in helpline number. Then Kabir's wife says it must be our little son. Police says it cause you are in serious problem, and police leaves. The situation takes a dark turn. Seemingly harmless stranger reveals the girl, acting on his orders, opens a gas container and threatens to ignite it. Kabir and his family cleverly play along, pretending to submit, which disrupts his plan. Desperate to save his daughter, Kabir offers the stranger all his wealth in exchange for Janhvi's freedom. The stranger takes the money and jewels, but to Kabir's horror, also seems to be under a spell. They go outside, only to find the stranger has burned all the money. He declares that wealth, lust, and greed are for weak people, and he's far superior to humans. He laughs, saying they can't buy him off. He re-enters the house and forces Janhvi to dance non-stop until she collapses. When Janhvi falls, her parents beg him to stop, but he's merciless. Kabir somehow tied Janhvi and starts beating the man. Even while being attacked, he manages to force Janhvi to laugh uncontrollably, threatening death if they disobey. Realizing they can't overpower him through force, Kabir and his wife come up with a new plan: Janhvi up and restrain her. But the villain is one step ahead. He uses his power to command Janhvi to kill Dhruv. In the chaos, Janhvi outsmarts them all and locks her parents in the basement. Janhvi, still under the villain's control, throws Dhruv from the balcony. He's unconscious and needs medical attention. This time parents allows to take Janhvi with permission. Kabir's wife rushes him to the hospital, leaving Kabir with his mission: track down the villain. Luckily, Kabir has a plan. While the villain slept, he shared his location with Kabir's friend's phone. Kabir follows the signal and arrives at an abandoned mansion. There, he discovers the villain's horrifying plan: a ritual to sacrifice young girls and become a powerful being. Kabir fights his way through the villain's followers and reaches the ritual site, filled with terrified girls. He's captured, but makes a daring move. Kabir cuts that man's tongue within seconds with his hand-stuck knife, preventing the villain from using his voice control power. However, the girls are still under the spell and attack Kabir. In a desperate attempt, Kabir plays a recording of the villain's voice, tricking the girls into believing it's the command to become normal. This breaks the spell, freeing the girls. After that, all girls returns to their families and police, also thanks to Kabir for helping those girls. So guys, that's the end of the film. The movie jumps into 1 year later. We see Kabir offering a dead rat to a figure locked in a bunker. It's the villain, now powerless and defeated. The villain begs for a banana, but Kabir refuses. He declares that the villain is now his prisoner, trapped forever. The movie ends with a chilling line: "God is in hell now. From now on, you are my hell prisoner, and I am your devil." So if you enjoys the video, then give a like and subscribe for more content.